Hey guys, welcome back to the Unsavvy Budgeter. For those of you that are new to this channel, my name's Cindy, and in this video, we're going to go over our July budget closeout. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Before I start, I wanted to remind you guys that if you haven't subscribed already to this channel, then make sure to hit that subscription button, as well as helping me out and giving this video a thumbs up. Okay, so into the numbers. Here we have our dashboard for our July budget and our expenses that we had. So in the income sources table, we have our projected paychecks, which was a little over $13,000. Again, this was less than we had anticipated just because I was out of work or in between jobs and took some time off, so I didn't get the extra paychecks that I was hoping for the fun bonus month of July. But that's okay, we still were able to manage and figure some things out. And I think what also helped was that because I get paid for the previous week, that meant that my final paycheck ended up being 3 weeks worth, and I was able to get paid out for my sick time that I had left. So more money than I anticipated, which was really nice. When it came to side hustles, we had $911 that came in, and a lot of this came from selling some stuff around our house on Facebook Marketplace. A good chunk of that actually was selling our patio furniture. We got $500 for that. And then we had a side gig. Well, my husband did. He has somebody that will call him from time to time to help him with tech related stuff. So my husband was able to do a TV installation for him and get paid for that. And a lot of that money came in last minute, which was really like a nice surprise for us. When it came to reimbursement, there's a typo there, but ignore that. We had $495 that came in, most of that being my HSA reimbursement for my therapy sessions. And then I also finally got reimbursed for my Sam's Club membership. I don't know if you guys remembered, a while back, I had taken advantage of an offer with my Discover credit card where they said that if I bought a Sam's Club membership with my Discover card, they would refund me or reimburse me for that membership. So I went ahead and took advantage of that and finally saw that reimbursement come back. Other is our sinking funds and savings. We ended up utilizing this money to help towards our home purchase. If you haven't heard from the previous video, we had purchased a home in Georgia and we completely depleted everything that we had for our savings and our sinking funds to go towards this home purchase. So that's where this money went towards. So total income, we're looking at a little over $21,617.52. Available balance, we still had a little over $3,000 remaining in our checking account from the previous month, and that with the income sources above brings us to a total available balance of $24,683.40. Then we move on to this little yellow square, which has our amount to be budgeted. So the available balance you see here comes from there. And then we had the safety buffer of $500 for the month. Early expenses, mostly going towards our mortgage and HOA expenses, it was deducted. Then we had close to $20,000 to budget for our different categories. And we had a remaining $532.11 left to be budgeted. We didn't have time to really plan to budget that because that literally came in the last day of July from one of our Facebook sales. So that was really nice. All right, so down to the categories. We were able to revise our budget and really clean everything up. Life events, we had close to $10,000 in spending here, and a lot of that went towards everything that pertained to our move and just the sinking funds and savings that you guys saw above. That money went towards buying our home. So in this category, we spent on renting a storage facility because we're currently in the process of moving out of our home right now so that our renters can move in. So we're moving things temporarily into a storage unit, and we ended up having to purchase some moving boxes. Although we were very fortunate to get a lot of our moving boxes for free just by searching Facebook Marketplace. Then that sinking fund and savings money that was around $6,000, that was considered our earnest money to go towards our home. For those of you that aren't familiar with what earnest money is, we had no idea what that was either until our realtor had explained to us that basically earnest money is money to show that you're serious about purchasing this home. It really lets the seller know that this is the money that I'm going to give you that is going to go towards the closing costs. However, if for whatever reason we don't close, we don't get that money back and we end up losing it, and that ends up being money that the seller and lender keep. So that was, a great tactic that our realtor had suggested to say, like, hey, we're really serious about this and we're willing to, forfeit this money if anything goes wrong. But my husband and I felt pretty confident in that we would have a successful closing if we were to be selected. So we didn't feel like there was high risk there for us. We also had an RV deposit. That's how we're going to be traveling cross country for our move with our 4 pets is in a little mini RV. And then we had some costs around home inspections for our home. I'm going to go over a lot more home buying process in another video. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know in the comments. When it comes to household, that is the usual expenses around our mortgage and HOA there. I was able to make a $2,000 debt payoff towards my last student loan that I have, which was really nice. And I'm sure that many of you have heard that the forbearance on federal student loans has been extended into January. So I was really happy and excited about that news because that means I don't have to stress out about interest accruing starting in October. So that was a big relief for us. Sinking funds, it's still the usual sinking funds that we save towards. If you're interested in what those sinking funds are, I'll make sure to link the video where I go over the sinking funds that we save for. Gifts is a little over $700, a lot more than what we normally spend on gifts for this month. We had quite a few birthdays for the month of July, and we ended up getting a thank you gift for my best friend and her boyfriend for dog sitting for us, because that was definitely a big cost saver for us. And then we also had, well, at least I had some bridesmaid fees I had to pay for. My cousin's getting married soon, so there was expenses around that, but me and hubby already had kind of budgeted for that ahead of time. And then we had a baptism this month, so there was money that went towards a baptism gift. And then utilities, those are our usual household utilities. It's a lot higher for this month, mostly due to electricity. Our electricity bill this month was $212, and a lot of that went towards us running the AC pretty much majority of the time for the month. Then next line item we have, I totally skipped over one, health and beauty, $617.47. This is mostly me. I have been utilizing this for my self-care. I have facials and pretty much acne skin treatments that I get to kind of maintain my skincare routine. So that's where a lot of that goes, and a lot of products that I use to maintain my skin. And food. $378.21. Honestly, guys, I'm really proud of us on this number because we usually spend a lot more. And I am so glad that we didn't spend as much. So I'm really happy with this number. A majority of it went towards eating out and a little bit towards groceries, but I am giving myself a pat on the back for this because this is outstanding for us. Other, close to $400. A lot of that is what we consider business fees, and we have the eBay fees for listing items to sell on eBay. We also had cost around shipping the passion planners for the giveaway winners. And then I also purchased a desk for work. So that went under other. Transportation, a lot more than what you typically see on our months. So this is a little over $1,800. Transportation mostly went towards airport parking. We parked our car at the LAX airport and not as much as we should have been paying. My best friend ended up offering to get our car for us so that we didn't have to park it there for the whole week. And she was super amazing for that. So if she's watching this, bestie, I appreciate you and thank you so much for going out of your way and doing that for us because it saved us a lot of money compared to what we would have been spending on transportation this month. Then we had expenses around Lyft. We definitely had to get around to go pick up our car rental. We were able to save a little bit of money with our car rental when we were in Georgia because I don't know if you guys had noticed, but car rental prices have gone up so much. They've pretty much doubled than what they normally are. So we were able to take advantage of renting a car through the Turo app. So if you've never tried it before, I highly suggest it. And it was really a great use for us for just getting us from point A to point B. So I was really happy with Turo for my trip. Then we had cost around gas since we were driving a lot, and we had car insurance that we had to pay for this month. Clothing, $211. We usually try not to spend in this category, but because we were going to be in Georgia, we knew that we had a trip out to the lake and we really didn't have any swim attire anymore. So we had some purchases around there. Subscriptions are our usual monthly subscriptions. Pet care, close to $60, most of that being our monthly groomer session for our dog, as well as getting some eye medication for my dog because she ended up having a little bit of an eye infection. Savings, not as much as we typically like to put for savings for the month, but that's okay. We just had a lot going on this month with the home purchase, so we had $5 there. Personal spend is zeroed out. So when it comes to our little nice pie chart, majority of this, close to 50% of our spending went towards life events around the home purchase and that earnest money. So that is expected when buying a home. For this month, that's where most of that went. And coming in a close second and third is the household expenses and debt payoff. So I'm happy that, debt payoff and household still came in second and third there. And everything else, I think, we did fairly okay for everything that we had going on. So I'm happy with that. And we have our nice little bar graph. Everything is maxed out to 100% on the spending since we rebalanced this budget and made sure that everything was zeroed out. So that's all I have for you guys on this July closeout. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your July budget went. I would love to hear that in the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscription button so you can stay tuned for future videos, and also hit that notification bell so it'll notify you the next time I get my videos out. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.